So I'm not in Chicago right now. I'm in Cleveland. Long story short, I'm getting married. So pretty exciting. But with that being said, that means no new beater box video today. But I did you a little favor. That's not a favor. Favors are usually things people ask for. Nobody asked for this. But I decided to put together a list of the top 10 pulls in, I don't want to say best, and I don't want to say favorite. It's kind of a little column A, little column B situation. This is, for the year 2021, the top 10 pulls from beater boxes so far this year. Enjoy. So we got a release from the Countdown pack. This was a pack that released Jordan 1 through 22 to celebrate the Jordan 23 being released. They came in packs that added up to 23. So like say there was a Jordan 3 and a Jordan 20. I don't know which one this is because there's no marking on it. Whoa! It's probably one of the better ones to get. Let's see what size it is first. Looks like a pretty decent size too. Size 12. Excellent. So we got a worn size 12. Jordan Countdown pack. This is the Bred 11s from the Countdown pack. This came in the pack with the 11s and the 12s. Probably the best pack of all of them that came out. I know the 12s were like the Taxi 12s or something like that. But I mean, it's an older shoe. It's from 2008, so it does have a lot of years on it. But these are really well kept, really good condition. Outsole has a little bit of wear on it. There is a little bit of creasing on the toe box, but not a whole lot, especially for a patent leather shoe. It's got that signature Countdown pack insole with the Roman numerals on it, which is probably the biggest difference. This is a good get. I mean, it might be older, so there might not be as much value, but it's one of the most iconic Jordan releases ever. And it's one of the most important packs of all time, if you ask me. So, size 12, Jordan 11 from the Countdown pack. It is a size 7 Youth Nike Dunk Low Premium Quick Strike. This is cool. This is why I like getting these kind of boxes. This is really cool. So the story with these is this is a kind of a retro of a Nike Dunk High that came out in the early 2000s, I want to say, to celebrate a Japanese zoo. Yeah, it says Ueno on the tongue. This is the Panda Dunk Low. There was a Dunk High version of this that came out in the early to mid 2000s. It came with like a cage and everything, which was really cool. I think it's to celebrate the famous panda. What was his name? I don't remember its name. But it's got this like crazy fur stuff going on all over it. This is a really cool shoe. I believe this Dunk Low only came in grade school sizing. So obviously that's why this is a grade school size. Overall though, there is a little bit heel drag right on the tip there. Hardly any star loss though. So these were worn very, very lightly. This is a shoe with a story. This is really cool. The insole is designed to, these came out in like 2016 or 17, so they're not that old. They're not really dirty either, but they do come with secondary laces too. And just a very, very cool shoe if you ask me. Size 7 Youth Panda Dunk Lows. I believe this was an overseas exclusive too, so pretty cool that they ended up here. So, size 10.5 Jordan 13. These appear to be dead stock too. These are vintage. Very cool. It's the 2004 gray toe release. Big fan of this. I love getting this era of Jordan. I think it's one of the cooler ones. The fact that these are dead stock. And another thing that's a little bit of a good fact is this mid section right here likes to bleed onto the upper a lot. There's not a lot of that going on here, but you can see no outsole wear. Just a cool release from a very good era. And it's dead stock. There is a mint condition retro card in here too, which is awesome. So this is the kind of shoe I have absolutely no problem moving, and I don't know why. A lot of people have problems moving this kind of stuff. I do know that Supremacy values vintage pairs, regardless of condition, a lot lower than they should be, but it's understandable due to their wearability window. So that's 10.5, Jordan 13 gray toe. And just because things shook out that way, we got a black box Nike SB as the last shoe. It's a size 10.5 Blazer SB. This is actually a really good era of Blazers. I will say black box is probably my least favorite era of Dunks, but the Blazers, like the milk crates, were this era. There were a couple other ones that were really good, but let's see what these are. Oh, cool. So these are worn, but they're Really good shape, actually. There's very little heel drag. So this is the Todd Jordan Blazer SB. It's got this like wool upper that's all plaid. The insole, I think it's like wood grain or something like that. It is a Zoom Air insole, you can see. Yeah, but it's like Nike SB wood grain on it. Yeah, interesting colorway. Looks like there are secondary laces in here too, which is very cool. I don't know how I feel about wool skating shoes. They might be a little bit more durable, but Blazers are great. Blazers and Bruins are probably, in my opinion, the best two Nike skateboarding shoes in terms of performance for skating. There are very many other brands out there that are way better that aren't Nike, but can't really complain. Interesting shoe. Canvas swoosh, suede on the heel tab. Yeah, this is a really cool shoe. Huh, I haven't seen these in years. I've actually never seen them in hand. I've seen them at like stores and stuff like that way back in the day, but yeah, this is an older Jordan. Got a size 9 Jordan 11 Retro in that iconic Jordan 11 box. It is a Space Jam. It's a 2009 edition, which I kind of prefer a little bit. Wow, holy cow. I think these are dead stock. Yep, size 9, 2009 release. Space Jam 11s in dead stock condition, still factory laced, still has the original plastic insole on there. There is a little bit, or plastic shoe tree. There is a little bit of outsole discoloration because it is a 12-year-old shoe. This is a good get. It's a little bit older, so it might have a little bit, I don't know if it'll be a hard time to move. A lot of people really like this release better than the 2016, so size 9. Space Jam 11s from 2009 in dead stock condition. Pretty cool. Another size 11 Dunk Low vintage. Ooh, that's an interesting touch. I want to say these are kind of like Ultraman or reverse Ultramans. Just says varsity red, neutral gray. Size 11. Dunk Low vintage. Pretty decent wear. I mean, there's a little bit of outsole wear. No heel drag, no star loss. It's a 10.5. Teal box era. Not really the greatest era, but as everyone knows, SBs are just ridiculously hyped right now. It's a size 10.5 Nike Dunk Low Pro SB. I think there's a dead stock too. Yep, got ourselves a dead stock pair of J-Pack breads. This is a little bit of an older pair. Nike SB did a bunch of J-Packs that had a lot of different materials on them, and these have suede on the eyelets, on the mud guard, heel counter, on the tab and everything, but it's a simple bread colorway, and this is a dead stock pair. So these are a couple of years old, but no one wore them. So this was an era when quality, I mean, I don't know if you can see the leather, it's a little bit it's not the greatest leather quality, but it's still a really cool colorway. And this is actually because Dunk Lows and Dunk Low SBs are insanely hyped right now. It's a wearable colorway. It'll look great in your Instagram fit pics, you huge nerds. There you go. Can't really complain about that. Size 10.5 dead stock pair of bread SB Lows. Very cool. We got a severely beat up pair in a size 9.5. This is an Air Jordan 1 Low. This is the Shadow release from 2015, it looks like. The next pair is another Air Jordan 1 Low. This is the Chicago Jordan 1 Low colorway. It looks like someone put off-white kind of inspired laces on them. This is a black box era release. This is the Border Blue Dunk Low SB. These are same situation. A lot of star loss, a lot of heel drag. This I'm gonna look at the SB and see if it's a Blazer first, because if it's a Dunk. Okay, no, I'm gonna actually do this. It is a size 11.5. It's a P-Rod 2, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this is my size. I'm not gonna keep them out. But this is the Paul Rodriguez black cement looking P-Rod 2. These are wild. These are actually really cool. These are in really great shape too. I mean, obviously it's modeled after black cement, but it's got a quilted liner, the insole, which is really, really neat. Outsole has a little bit of discoloration on the two parts that are supposed to be icy. But again, this is a black box SB, so we're talking mid-2000s. So the quality on these is really, really nice, but it's got Paul Rodriguez branding all over it. It's very similar to a Dunk in the fact that it's like reinforced. The only thing that's really different is the outsole is not sewn on. It's just kind of glued on. So these are in phenomenal shape though. It's a face box. These are my favorite kind of boxes to get inside of any kind of beater box, regardless of how much the box cost. And I do know Soul Supremacy puts lower value on older pairs because of their wearability window. So this might be cool. It's a size 9.5 Jordan 12 Retro. Wow. Let me check the condition on these, make sure they're not falling apart. These are in pretty decent shape. They're still holding strong. Pair of 2003 flu games. This is really cool. I mean, with an older pair like this, there's a super high risk for crumbling or separation, but the outsole's in good shape, just needs cleaned up. The insole and the liner just need a really, really quick cleanup. There's no Jumpman, so I'm not even gonna bother with it, but there's not much toe box creasing. Whew, these are cool. These are really cool. It's a good size too, 9.5. I mean, it's a retro, but it's an OG colorway. Like, flu games are obviously one of the most iconic Jordans to ever release. Yeah, that's it. It's a short video because there's really not much else to edit and stuff like that, so enjoy your weekend, guys. I will see you again next Friday. I have 3 boxes at home. Well, I'm at home right now, but that's how video recording works. The future. I'm from the future. Remember that from the Terminating Man? Terminator? But what was I talking about? The website's down right now, so I don't know what to tell you. It'll be back open on Monday when I get home. So we'll see you next week. Thank you guys for all the support. Be good. Be well, I guess. Okay, see ya. Bye.